You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday! Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing very, very well. Without any further ado, let's get my fat head on the screen and see how we are looking today. Not bad. We have the, if it looks dark in my room, despite the European heat wave, that's for a reason. Trying to draw the curtains and retreat into the depths of my basement. To stay away from the fucking heat. It's actually too much, man. It's just too much. Too much for my Irish sensibilities. Absolutely getting destroyed by the heat. And it's not even that hot. Like, I'm sure there are guys from LATAM or, you know, the southern United States or anywhere in fucking Asia who are like, oh, poor Western Europeans and their, you know, 30-degree heat. But that's a lot for us. We're not equipped for that. We don't have what am I saying? We don't have air conditioning. Does not exist. We don't have air conditioning. We don't have you know, means of dealing with this. We don't have houses with swimming pools in them. We don't have means of dealing with this heat, so we just have to close the curtains and pray. That's what we have to do. Drink cold water. What's up, Sis? Good to see you. What's up, Film Ninja, my man? How you doing? What's up, Mexican? How you doing, sir? Happy hump day. Is Wednesday the hump day? That's an American thing. We don't say that. I thought it was Thursday, but I guess Wednesday makes more sense. It's in the middle of the week. Hump day. The only, honest to God, the only reason I even know what hump day is because of that old Geico ad that used to air. I think it aired during the Super Bowl. It was like a camel talking about hump day. This is the only fucking reason I know what hump day is, because I watch American football. What's up, Sawyer? Happy Wednesday, sir. What's up, M-Big? GM. What's up, Cro-Magnon? Good to see you, bro. It's the sound of the Felice, yeah. Shout out Kimba. It's been a while. I haven't been in his stream in a while. Here in Brazil, AC is a must. Yeah, we don't have AC here. Genuine. In India, it's 45 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. You guys are a different breed over there. What is up, X chat? What is up, YouTube chat? We are live today. What's up, Romulo? Good to see you, bro. Sis in the YouTube chat. Film Ninja in the YouTube chat. What's up, Jake, my man? Good to see you in the YouTube chat. And yes, of course, we are live on X as well. We're listening to a classic. I want to jump into the chart super quickly, actually, because market's doing an interesting thing. And by an interesting thing, I mean we had that news release. Was it news that Iran had a ceasefire on the table? Something like that. And now, huge sell-off. Very interesting. Purdue saying to focus on FF. What was the news on FF? What was the news on FF? Falcon Finance. What happened? What happened with Falcon Finance? Final Fantasy, I wish. Introducing FUSD, a genius-ready stablecoin with a reward structure. Okay. So Purdue is saying that this is giga bullish. The gigaest of all bullishness. Price already up 9% on the news. Do we just long it? Can I trade it? I think I can, you know. What's up, Adapu Baraski? Been a while. Been a while, bro. How you doing? How you doing? It has been a while. Can I trade this thing? Yes, I can. So what do we do here? Maybe we just wait. Wait for something like this. Whew. Absolutely crawling. Man, I gotta say, I don't know what is up with my machine. Look at this. What is going on? Nothing has happened. I haven't done anything. It is crawling these last few days for a reason that is mysterious to me. Absolutely crawling. It's just when I try and draw. Everything else is fine. Everything else is absolutely fine. It is really just drawing. It just absolutely does not want to draw on the chart. Busy with business. Everything good with, all good with me. Which is your favorite, Veslin? Your favorite FF? You didn't mention Africa? Africa is in its own league, I guess. How about oil? I haven't looked at oil in a while. Haven't looked at oil. Well, want to look at this chart. What's oil? CL? Isn't that it? Just hate these charts, man. It is crawling. You haven't played Final Fantasy at all? Okay. don't want to hear about it then. How is the Matt, my man with the repost? How is the frame rate on the stream? Is it still choppy? Because I changed the frame rate to 60 FPS. I mean the frame rate on my camera, not the frame rate on the stream itself. Because this is painful. It's good. I don't really know what the issue is with this. I suspect because when I restart my machine, it's fine for like 24 hours. The thing is, like, this is an M4 MacBook. This thing cost me $5 grand. Is there a new one since then? M4 MacBook. Is there an M5? Oh, there is an M5. Okay. Well, it's not the most up to date. But that's crazy. That's crazy that it's already struggling. I wonder, is it something to do with TradingView's desktop app? I never had this issue up until a couple of weeks ago. Really just started dragging. Get you one. It really just started dragging. What is this? So janky. It's like jumping around. I don't know, can you even see that? It's just slow. The responsiveness is slow. It's annoying. Camera movement looks smoother. Will check chart movement, yeah. I kind of want to trade this now. We get a pullback to 102. What's up, Crypto Catalyst? Am I feeling bullish or bearish? I've been bearish for about a month now. Since about the end of April, I've been pretty bearish. I just feel like new lows are coming, is what I think. I remember this short that we didn't take this, but it was like the example short that I gave back on like the start of the month. It would have played out pretty nicely. Yeah, for me this is just, I'm not even going to go into it because I've explained my bias so many times already. Lord Godroach, appreciate the follow. It's just, for me, this is pretty textbook complex pullback, pretty textbook channel high resistance rejection, and probably going to play out if we start accepting back inside this value area as a pretty textbook value rotation. Failed auction higher, value rotation lower. Prediction, yeah, we shouldn't we? It is so fucking hot. You guys probably can't see, I have a fan on my desk. Trying to cool myself down. I'll give you guys 10 minutes. So Rapid, where would you bid hype to hold for 6 to 12 months? Honestly, I can't even fathom buying hype here. There's zero chance I would ever buy hype here. And that's coming from someone who thinks it'll probably trade 3 figures this cycle, easy. 3 figures this year, I should say, because it's kind of unclear what cycle we're in. See that? See that shit, man? It's so fucking annoying. Look at that. It's supposed to be a premium machine, man. Something has changed. Something has changed with either Streamlabs or TradingView, or I don't fucking know. Something has changed. It's very annoying. I gotta figure it out because that's pissing me off. Yeah, I would bid in the 40s. I'll put it that way. If we got a dip to the low 40s, I would bid there. It's not my style to buy here, and I'm sure like there are guys who are gonna buy here and they're gonna catch like a 2x. I'm pretty confident in that, but that's just not my style. I just can't buy the top of the move like that. And I understand that, you know, in hindsight, maybe it's not going to be the top. That may be so. LIT also interesting. Also looking to bid this one. I shared this idea in Chroma and my rationale for it. How we're basically in this low time frame range. By low time frame, I mean on the hourly. Want to see some price action below the range or above the range. Not that interested in getting involved where price is trading currently. And I'm actually glad I didn't, because there was a lot of guys top blasting up when it was at 1.3, 1.4. I'm pulling back now, so we shall see. I think we're going to get a good entry on this one. Closer to $1. Now, this thing coming back. Is this something we want to bid? Is this something we want to bid? And if we were bidding it, what kind of a bid would we be bidding? You know? Oh, BTC shitting the bed. Typical. Typical. Personally waiting for high mid 40s to bid. Yeah, good chance we get that, to be honest. Hilarious. I thought this was a this was supposed to be a long-term bullish catalyst. What's my take on the current market structure? I think I've explained that one a bunch of times, no? It's this. This is the current market structure. $40 to 210, you think? Oh, 40 to 120? There's a very good chance that hype trades at 120 at some point. I feel like hype is one of the few altcoins that I would be excited. I'm not going to say confident, because confidence is a misnomer in this game. You're confident until you aren't. Excited about holding. There's a guy in Chroma, maybe he's watching today. He's been shilling Canton Network non-stop for a while. He's almost making me curious in that. LIT I'm also curious in. Maybe XMR as well. I don't like Zcash purely because I feel like it's shilled by a lot of guys that it's shilled by a lot of guys that I would be hesitant to jump on with. Put it that way. BTC shitting the bed. I wonder, does it put in a new low here? If BTC like trades below 74k, I think that next month we see 65. Zcash is the fucking future. Set an alarm here.
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
There's something hogging my CPU here. Windows Server. I really don't know what it is. And I'm reluctant to close it because I think that something will break. I think if I close this, the stream will almost certainly end. Windows Server. Taking up a lot of my CPU. I think that's the reason why the stream is dragging. Same like BE boss. Don't know what that means. Same as you. Yeah, Windows Server. But I think I've seen that before. It's just Windows Server. It's just a something like Chrome, right? Windows Server, Mac, high CPU. Means it is overwhelmed by rendering a busy desktop, running too many visual effects, or struggling with an external monitor. Okay, interesting. So the quickest way to clear that is to reboot your Mac. So that kind of makes sense to me because anytime I reboot my Mac, it gets very fast. I wonder, is that one of the reasons like my desktop is too cluttered? I've got like 200 items on my desktop. That's probably enough. That's probably too many, right? Probably too many. Yeah. Clear Discord cache? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? We'll figure that out off screen. Off stream. Won't distract myself with that right now. Oh wow. Man, that's fucking hilarious. And Jonesy caught this long as well, which is funny. He really fucking Pico sniped that one. Yeah, it feels like a lot of these coins, with the exception of hype, feels like a lot of these coins are just gonna put in new local lows. UB's probably an exception as well. Veslin, what is this fucking coin? What is this fucking coin that you shilled me last week? It's up 2.5x in 5 days. I was getting 20 FPS in games, and once I cleared Discord cache, you got 60 FPS. It was crazy because Discord saves like every channel and whatever that you go into. Interesting, interesting. What's up, Esos? What's my thoughts on cards? I have no thoughts on cards. What are your thoughts on cards? Let me see if I can just exit this. I wonder, does that free anything up? No. PC is super fast, but good to know. My PC should be fast in theory. This chart could have gone minus 90%. Yeah, maybe. Your desktop is shit. Has anyone tried giving permission to Claude to clean up the mess? That sounds so sketchy. What's up, Beerlack? Jonesy Sniper, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try that after the stream. Windows Server on a Mac. Yeah, it's called Windows Server. It's not Windows. It's Windows Server. Let's see if we can get this. There's probably an easy long to take here, which is that's crazy, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that this was Falcon Finance. I knew about Falcon Finance. I didn't know their ticker was FF. Ask ChatGPT to write a Windows script to block all telemetry. What is telemetry? What's up, Ty Blue? Afternoon follows you, sexy MF. That's the energy we like. Yeah, my energy levels are I won't even say depleted. It's just impossible, man. It's impossible to work when it's this hot. Because first of all, you feel a little bit guilty. I don't know if you guys have this thing, but we have this thing in Ireland where when you get a sunny day, especially when you're a kid, when you get a sunny day, you are like when you're young, you're like kicked out of the house, and it's like, go fucking play in the sun, because we get sun like 10 times a year. So go play in the fucking sun. No video games, no TV. Get outside, and you know, it's the word that was always used. It's a sin. It's a sin to be indoors on a day like this. So that like ingrains itself. I was thinking today, I was like, man, it's a sin to be streaming on a day like this. I was thinking that, man. It's a sin to be inside. A sin to be indoors on a day like this. So there's that. And then there's also just the practical matter of it being extremely fucking hot. Extremely fucking hot. Extremely hot. Something like that. How hot we go by Celsius in Australia? Brother, who do you think you're talking to here? You think I measure things in gallons and ounces and pounds and... I don't know. We're Celsius maxis over here too. How hot then? For your standard, not very hot. 30 degrees Celsius. Not even. High 20s. I believe in some parts of the country it was 30 yesterday. Bearing in mind, our houses are equipped. See, this is the thing. This is the hubris with and Sniper Shark will know what I'm talking about. This is the hubris that the Aussies, the Asians, the Americans, they go, what? You know, in the UK and Ireland, every summer we start complaining about 30 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius. They go, what? That's a cool winter's day for us, man. You guys are pussies. You gotta remember, where I live, we don't get sunshine. We don't get hot weather. We get rain, clouds, cold, all throughout the fucking year. Even in the fucking summertime. Just constant pissing rain, constant cold, constant shitty temperatures, right? And for that reason, all the houses are insulated to fuck, right? Every house is insulated to keep in as much heat as possible. Air conditioning does not exist. It does not exist. You can't, it's not a thing. I only know that air conditioning exists because I see it in the movies. I've never seen an air conditioning unit IRL. It doesn't exist in my country. If you had an air conditioning unit in your house, the average person on the street would not know what it is, and if they did know what it is, they would be like, why the fuck do you have one of those in your house? Right? It doesn't exist. So we are not a country that is equipped for warm weather. So you factor all that into play, and when we get warm weather, it absolutely fucking we all get burned, basically. We all turn into pink lobsters. We all turn into pink lobsters. .30 Celsius, in the UK is like 45 degrees Celsius in hot countries. That's actually true. Now, I have been to Dubai. I have walked in 45-degree Celsius heat. I've been to France. I've spent time in high 40s before. 40, 45, 44 degrees in Dubai is nothing compared to 35 degrees in London. If you've ever, and anyone from London will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's horrible. It's fucking disgusting. In London, you got those big fucking buildings and all the heat coming down. You know, they had to there's a building in London on Liverpool Street called, I don't know what the actual name for it is, but they call it the walkie-talkie. That's another fun part about London for anyone not from the UK or from Western Europe watching this. They have all these, you know, fancy fucking skyscrapers and whatever it is, 30 Hackney Road skyscraper, but then everyone just looks at it and just calls it the most grotesque nickname possible, or just the most basic bitch nickname ever. Like the walkie-talkie, the gherkin is another great one. Just like fucking London. But yeah, if you ever spend a fucking summer in London, man, you get a 30 degree day in London. You can't do anything. It's disgusting. All the heat gets trapped. You're walking around, you feel like you're gonna pass out. And all the smog from the cars, all the smoke. Now, and I know that there are lots of countries in the world with bad smoke, bad smog. But there's just something about London, man. Everything just gets trapped. London in the summer is actually the only time that I've ever came close to like passing out from the heat. And again, I've done 45 degrees in Dubai. I've done 45 degrees in France before. There's something about London, man. Something about the UK and Ireland. We just don't do heat well. We don't design our cities or our towns or our houses with heat in mind. The big dildo, yeah. The needle, exactly. Oh wow, yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Are we gonna get a New York Open reversal? Dumping before New York Open. There is difficult to find a thing that Brits or Muslims don't hate. Huh? Oh, it's difficult to find a thing. Big cities are unbearable in the summer when all the concrete heat feels worse than a sauna. Yeah, that's true. The humidity in Dubai is crazy though. Is it really though? I found Dubai, when I was there at least, was actually kind of a dry heat. A dry desert heat. And that's a strange feeling, because you can walk for a while and not get that sweaty. It's crazy how different other parts of the world can be. What, are you based in Africa, Jake? Or maybe I have that wrong. Humidity in the desert. Yeah, I think it's the opposite of humidity, right? Singapore, very humid. Your Florence can't take a reversal. 34 Celsius is a Fibonacci level. I bet it is. How you doing, Walter White? What is that alien technology? That's the thing, man. Sniper Shark, have you ever seen a fucking AC unit in Ireland? I've been alive for twice as long as you have, and I've never seen an AC unit in Ireland. I've only ever seen them in the films. I've only ever seen them in American films. Do you run dehumidifiers? It depends on the house. Yes. I've lived in apartments where you kind of need to run a dehumidifier, or else the walls will get fucking wet. The walls will get fucking damp. It's kind of disgusting thinking about it. Thankfully, the place I'm in now is a little bit bigger, and it ventilates a little bit better. So I've seen them in other countries, but never in Ireland yet. I've never seen a ceiling fan either. Yeah, this is what we're dealing with, boys. You think we're fancy? We're simple country folk. Simple country folk. Wah, wah. I've seen ceiling fans. I'm not that bad. What's up, Passenger Peter? Oh, you're skinny and adapted, yeah. We just turn into strawberries. We turn into fucking lobsters. Bro, what is going on? Interesting that basically for the last... It's a good video, by the way, if anyone wants to check it out. Maybe we can share a link in the chat. Strawberry season is also over. Very interesting price action we've had so far. With this kind of like... Oh, man. I can't draw. I gotta do this. Doesn't work. We had this. We have this. And each time it resolves to the downside. This is, oh my goodness. Okay, no more drawings. No more drawings. This is very pertinent to the module, one of the modules that's releasing next week. Module 8. Volume profiles, value areas, all that good stuff. What's up, Treeborn? You grow tons in the garden? That's because you actually live in the sunny southeast. You live in the sunniest part of the country. In Middle Europe, it's almost over. It's been on since late April. Interesting. This would technically be a deviation retest if we bounced here. Not saying that we do, but see this all the time. And very interesting that there's quite a lot of buy side liquidity here, none of which has been taken. I'm still bearish though. Ain't no doubt about it. You're betting for reversal, but my florins are on bearish to protect you. You're hedging. Smart guy. Weekly close below 74k. Weekly close below 74k, and I think we go to low 60s. Bestlane, what is this chart? What's going on with UB? This is why I didn't take Pengu, by the way. Looked really good, not gonna lie, but market not being too friendly for alts at the moment. Unless your altcoin is called Hyperliquid or Zcash. Or VVV, to be fair. VVV. Are we gonna get an entry? Let's see what we get. Market, not in the best place to be longing alts, but we shall see. Easy invalidation on this one, which is where we got the news. And not the worst time of the day to be longing. You might look at this and say, you're longing into a downtrend. That is true. But we are 20 minutes after New York Open now. A lot of the time, this is where you'll see some kind of market reversal. Not saying that that's a guarantee here, but you much rather be longing at this time of the day rather than, let's say, 6 hours from now or something like that. What was the news? The news on Falcon Finance was introducing FUSD, a Genius-ready stablecoin. Basically, Falcon Finance released their stablecoin. Now, I kind of thought they released it already. I remember talking to Andre, who I think this is the right... Am I thinking of the right thing? Is this Falcon Finance run by DWF Labs, yeah? Because if so, then I remember talking to Andre about this last year, IRL. I thought they launched already. FF used to mean something back in my day. It used to mean Follow Friday, bro. Follow Friday. But it's very much a counter trend play because I'm bearish on BTC. Recommend us 3 great traders to follow. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone I can recommend that you're not already following. Because like if I say something like XO and Trader Main, nice entry. You're gonna be like, well, I follow them already. You're gonna make a lot of florins, but you feel bad. Never feel bad if you're making florins. The killers from Chroma under the hood. Everyone's already following the killers from Chroma. Surely. Shield my setup. There you go. What did you bet? Micro say there. We had 50,000 on bearish. Interesting. Just 4,000. It's the current song. If you check the YouTube link, I don't know what the exact track is. Florins being stolen. Florins being redistributed. That's the way we say it. Could the market bounce here? Yes, it could. 7 minutes until the first 30-minute candle is closed. The line in the sand, I believe, is 75,166. Yeah. Okay, we'll just focus on this setup for now. about 1 ore to the good now. Yeah, 0.8 ore to the good. Above this high and we go stops break even. I actually do like this song. The issue with this song is it's too intense for the stream. So we will skip. It's just a little bit too intense for the stream. It's the second last song in the set. So I'll forgive them. Above 111 and we go stops break even. At that point that would be about 1.3 ore. So don't want to retrace that.
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
What is your favorite styles for streams? What do you mean? Music? So you have to play something that's kind of, I don't want to say lowest common denominator because that's slightly negative. But you have to play stuff that appeals to a lot of people. Because if you play something too polarizing, then people will just click in and switch off. So but it's also got to be something that I like. So there's a balance to strike. You're learning the different style names. Usually what I play on stream, if you're looking for a specific style, is like, I would say it goes from, it's all house music effectively, but it goes from progressive house, melodic house, all the way up to like tech house. Deep house sometimes, but deep house can nearly put you to sleep. That's not necessarily the music I would listen to on my own. Thank you, Sis. I listen to a lot of, when I'm on my own, I listen to a lot of video game music. I listen to a lot of, there's like playlists on YouTube where you'll find like relaxing game music or like relaxing music from, you know, the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Oblivion, relaxing Final Fantasy music, relaxing music from various JRPGs. I find that music is quite calming and conducive to work. I've got good taste in music. Thank you, MB. I also listen to a lot of, I'm not even sure what the proper term for it is. I listen to a lot of choral music. By choral, I mean like effectively polyphony. Lots of different singers singing in a choir. Now, a lot of the time that music is religious or ecclesiastical, but I don't listen to it for that reason. I listen to it because I find multiple voices singing in unison to be quite powerful. And again, that can be very relaxing. It can be very elating, depending on what type you listen to. But I listen to a lot of that music. Like, it's hard to even quantify Like, I have a playlist that would have thousands and thousands of different songs on it. You can't play that on stream, you know. It's put people to sleep. Choral, SpongeBob music, exactly. It's raining. That's genuinely hilarious. It was, and that's Ireland for you, man. It was unbearably hot an hour ago. Sun absolutely splitting the rocks, and it's pissing rain now. The sky's all cloudy. Do I ever listen to synthwave? Yes. Yeah, Sniper Shark. Probably coming your way next. Do I ever listen to synthwave? It's almost like a mix of house, video game music, like an 80s, 90s vibe. Yeah, so I do. I remember I used to listen to a lot of that thing. You know what the right terminology for it is. It's not synthwave necessarily, but like can't even remember what it's called now. Yeah, the short answer to that is yes. Yes, I do. What about trance? No, I'm not big into trance. The closest thing to trance that I would listen to is probably like Deadmau5, but he's not really trance. Although there are a lot of trance influences in his music. Am I transphobic? Yes. Synthwave is a modern electronic microgenre and cultural aesthetic that plays tribute to the nostalgic sounds of the 70s and the 80s. So, yeah, I do. Can I just? This is from the Wikipedia. This is from the Wikipedia page for vaporwave, and it might be one of the coolest fucking images I've ever seen. Incredible work from the Wikipedia mods. So I need to resize it so I can post it in TradingView. Just chef's kiss, no notes. Absolutely zero notes. Incredible. Top, like just top work. Justin Sun will come from you. It's dope. It is really dope. It's so cool. I need one of these for me. Follows Katakana here. Maybe my Twitch overlay, YouTube overlay up here. That'd be cool. Maybe that's something we work on.
Yes.
Will BTC move up? Either that or it moves down. ASOT? What's ASOT? Cancel me immediately. Already reversed the New York Open. Oh, wow. So what color did the... Oh, still closed as bearish. M30 candle. GG the Bears. Let's call that one. Bears were in the majority. Okay, very close to going stops break even. Trade is now... Trade is currently... We're about 1 or to the good here. So, well done if you took this. And once we go up to about 1.2 or here, which is this swing high, at that point we will go stops break even, because if we run this high and then pull back here, then this just kind of starts looking like a liquidity sweep and some kind of SFP, and I'm not interested in dealing with that. So Render looks like it's about to break my heart again. Render has been breaking my heart nonstop for over 2 years, so there would be nothing new there. A State of Trance by Armin van Buuren. Okay, nice. You just need to sue Render. Micro Sailor, are you typing with your toes today? Lots of spelling mistakes for a guy who's normally quite fastidious in his spelling. Applaudissement. I'm gonna assume you're French. Sounds a little bit French. Applaudissement. I don't know what it means though. Follis missed the pun. You need to surrender. Nope, don't know what that means. Sir. You're opening a short on FF right now. Nice. If you want to make Follis sad, just ask Render char request on the... No, the M1 and the M15, all of those time frames would mask the true despair. The true despair in the render chart is on the weekly or the monthly. That's where the true, the magnitude of how much money I lost becomes apparent. Surrender. You just need to surrender. That's not a bad one, actually. It's not bad at all. Not bad. I'll put that one down to me for not getting it. Did we run that high? No, we didn't. Equal highs now. One more push up and we go break even, boys. And at that point, it's free money. Free money. Okay. The high has been taken. Free money, boys. Stops are break even. There we go. Ha. The trade is now 1.4 or to the good. This. I'm really glad they added all these. There we go. And if we get stopped out of this, that's okay. No harm, no foul. BTC took out the open, then back to 0 again. It took out the open? Yeah, just a lot of chop, isn't it, really? Why doesn't that show? I guess, we now have thunder, if anyone can hear that. There is now thunder. You really can't plan for anything. Incredible. We've had thunder for an hour? I'm just hearing it now. End of the world type shit. Spectacular, appreciate the follow. Do we wait for this whole trade to go TP or stop loss? I'm not sure I have the patience for that. I'm not sure I can do that. Secretly, I know that I don't have the patience to do that. H4 chart reminds me of Aster. Yeah, there's a lot of charts that look like Aster. What's up, Spectacular? Your mom thinks you do a lot of complicated work. Am I streaming tomorrow? I'm not. No. Not streaming tomorrow. We stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday normally, but I suppose I should tell you guys now, I'm not streaming on Friday, and also next week, because of news that will be announced next week, my streaming schedule will be irregular for a while. Don't worry, it's nothing too major. But I will have probably a brand new streaming schedule starting next week. Probably a new streaming location as well. I don't know how it'll all look, so watch this space for updates. I don't really know what it'll look like. I'll figure all that out probably next week. I'll be probably figuring all that out for the month of June, but new house. No, not new house. The house stays the same. My streams are gonna have a new sponsor. I'll put it that way. Break the news. No, the news will have to break next week. It's also one of the reasons that I can't share P&L card here. Contractually obligated to keep it a secret. But yeah, so next week, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday stuff on Twitch probably won't go ahead. In fact, it's quite likely that I'll be streaming every day. I don't really know. We'll have to figure that out. And I guess I can tell you this. So Sunday night, like Monday morning, like the first hour of the week, I will be streaming with Trader Main for Kraken Pro and Ninja Trader. So that'll be my time. That's going to be like Sunday night at midnight. I think it's midnight. Rain bet? No. No. Betting sponsor. You guys obviously don't know me. Thought you would have known me better by now. You think I'm gonna turn this whole thing into a fucking roulette wheel fucking casino stream? I thought you guys knew me better than that. Thought you guys knew me better than that.
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
Remember what Benny said in Chroma? We were talking about that very topic. We were talking about accepting betting sponsorships. And I showed him the offer that I had turned down. He said, holy shit. He said, bro, I've never seen someone turn down that much. And I said, yeah. He said, be thankful Falls is not a sellout. Anyway, you guys can read that on your own, in your own time. But no. Stream is not being bought by Rainman. Near long. I don't want a long near at all. I think near is going so much lower. I'm very bearish on near. I think near trades under $1 later this year. You can screenshot that, or you can clip that and throw it back in my face if I'm wrong. I don't mind. I'll happily be wrong on that. I think near trades back into the low single dollars. How about that? I'm not even gonna say like new lows or whatever, but let's say back to the 1.5, 1.4, 1.3. Be like a 40% drop from here. Streams will probably be shorter. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how it's gonna work. We will have. It's almost identical to Zcash. I don't think it is. It looks more like Polkadot or Chainlink or any number of the 2021 coins that hasn't made new highs yet. I think that I think that I will have a better idea what the streams will look like, because next week we'll kind of be figuring everything out. The bottom line is this: I'm not going to be the streaming schedule will be completely revamped, and I will be doing most of my streaming content for foreign exchange. That's basically it. I don't know what it's going to look like. We have to figure all that out. There's nothing set in stone yet. We're just talking ideas. But the net point is that, yeah, gonna go work. Gonna go do a lot of streaming work with a specific exchange, and all of that will be revealed June 1st. So I'll still be streaming. In fact, it's very likely that I'll be streaming even more. I'll probably be streaming even more regularly. But I don't know what the streams are going to look like. I don't know if they're going to be shorter. I don't know if they're going to be longer. I don't know if they're going to be the same time of the day. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming on my own or with people. There's a lot of question marks. I don't know. There's just I don't know anything basically, but we'll figure all that out as we go. We'll figure it all as we go. Save your followers. Well, it's not even that, man. Like I've said this before, I don't mind people getting that bag. If you fucking grow your social media following and you want to monetize it, there's nothing wrong with that. It takes a lot of fucking work. You guys think you just fucking teleport to 100,000 followers overnight, or 200,000, or 500,000, or 1 million, whatever the fuck it is? No, it's a lot of fucking work. And it's not work in the sense you're not fucking down the coal mine every morning at 6 a.m., right? But it's effort, right? It's effort, and it's consistency, and it takes a lot of time. So if you want to monetize that shit, that's fine, but do it the right way, you know? Partner with products that you actually use. Partner with good teams that are actually building something interesting, right? Partner with people that are just trying to and add value. I say add value like in the sense that they're not just trying to fucking exit rug and scam everyone on their way out of the fucking space forever, right? Partner with teams that are actually adding something constructive to the space, right? Partner with products that you actually use, projects that you actually find interesting, not just the ones that are giving you the biggest payday, right? And disclose everything. Just be honest with your fucking community. If you're partnered with someone, just fucking say it. Don't do this bullshit where you partner with 30 projects and you don't disclose anything. You say, hey, I got this cool looking chart over here, boys, totally organic. I might get involved here. It's like, motherfucker, you got allocation from the team 3 months ago. You hold 0.8% of the supply. Don't you fucking tell people that, you know? But if you disclose all that stuff and you're honest about it and you're forthcoming about it, absolutely, man. I don't give a shit. You should be allowed to partner with whoever you want. So no, I am not some kind of fucking white knight on his steed who looks down on everyone who monetizes their content. Fuck that, man. Go get that fucking bread. But do it the right way, you know? Don't tell me I'm actually using Breakout. I am using Breakout. Breakout is the only prop that I use. We actually have a Breakout account running currently. And we are we're $4,000 down on it. The balance is 96K. Let me see if I can do this. No, I don't have it set up. Sorry. Can I do this? Breakout terminal. Yeah, okay, there we go. So this is our Breakout account.
Angina Deep.
96K. We're down $4,000 on the account. It was 100K evaluation. Yeah, I've been trading this. I've been trading this a little bit. I've never used any other prop firms actually. Breakout is the best prop. There's actually no doubt about that. I think the issue with Breakout, and you know, I'll be as honest as possible here. The issue is that it's more expensive than the other props. That's the only reason that anyone would ever prioritize another prop over Breakout. Especially now with the new UI. But the thing is, you're paying for the fact that they don't deny payouts. That's effectively it. In an industry where where quite a lot of prop payouts get denied, so you're paying for it. How is it a scam though, sexy mister? If you have the requisite skill, it might be a scam if you're not good enough to pass the evaluations. But like, there's a guy in Chroma, Crypto Who, everyone in this chat probably knows who he is. He's top of the breakout leaderboard this month. I think he has $70,000 in payouts. And I know how much he spent on breakout accounts. And it is nowhere near that. Is it a scam for him? No, because he's a good trader. He has the skill to pass those accounts and get funded. And you can say, well, actually, that doesn't count. It's just a scam for the other guys. Yeah, okay, but like, it's like trading then, where the top guys with the most skill are going to make money, and the rest of the market won't make a lot of money, right? By that definition, then you should just say that trading in general is a scam. Perps trading is a scam. Oh, well, actually, 80% of traders are unprofitable, therefore trading is a scam. By that logic, yes. The fact that someone made money on it. The fact that multiple people in our community make money on it every month. The fact that we have like $6 million in total payouts since the partnership launched. I think your argument doesn't really hold up. And I'm open to having that conversation, but can't just say something is a scam and then just walk away. New York Open stream? What is that a question? New York Open stream? We are streaming and it is New York Open, yeah. Life is a scam, that is correct. You go to college, you go to school for 20 years, you work for 40 years, and you retire and you can finally play video games. That's the big scam. Looks like we're about to get stopped out of our position, boys. Unfortunately, BTC not really giving us what we want to see here. Just a little bit too weak. It could be worse. You could be down to 95.5k. Yes, always a silver lining. So you're not planning on streaming usually? No. The streams will be regular. That's the point I'm making, is the streams will be regular, but I don't know what the schedule will be. It will absolutely not be just I stream whenever I want. In fact, it'll be the opposite. I think I'll be locked into a schedule with probably less discretion over when I stream. The streams will be regular. I don't know what the schedule will be like though. Next week will probably be the week where we figure all that out. What's up, Lars? Good to see you, brah. It's been a while. Language is a scam. Language is a bit of a scam. Will it be on Twitch and YouTube? That's a good question. I don't know. That's another point we need to figure out. We'll have to figure that out. You don't have time, just let me copy trade you. There's a guy in the, what the hell is FF? Falcon Finance, man. There's a guy, he used to be in Chroma. He's a good trader, by the way. Let me preface it by saying he's a good trader. But we have a rule in Chroma, a very strict rule, that you're not allowed to do copy trading. And you might say, but you guys are calling trades, that's the same. It's not really, actually, and the difference is that people have the autonomy over whether or not they take the trade. They have the autonomy over whether or not they click the actual buttons. We're just sharing the trades that we're taking ourselves. If you want to get involved, or if you want to use that analysis to bolster your own analysis, to bolster your own bias, to take your own setup, that's totally fine. Okay, you might say, that distinction is very gray. So be it. That's the distinction we have drawn. That's the line that we have drawn. All right. We don't do copy trading, but we do share trades, right? If you want to copy the trades that we're sharing, that's totally fine. But we encourage you to always, use the analysis and the setups that we're sharing, put them into your own chart, see if it makes sense for you to take that trade, right? See if it makes sense to you according to your sensibilities, your risk tolerance, your trading style, your trading strategy, whatever the fuck it is, right? But you gotta be the one clicking the buttons, right? And I think that's a big distinction. Anyway, we have a rule in Chroma: you're not allowed to run copy trading services. We're pretty strict on that. So there was a guy last year who he ran copy trading. Unbeknownst to me, he ran copy trading over the summer. Now, someone messaged me and said, hey, this guy was running copy trading. He blew up and he lost a lot of people a lot of money. So I had a chat with him. I said, hey, man, you're not allowed to run copy trading. He said, hey, Fallas, I'm so sorry. I know, but, it's just a mistake. It won't happen again. I was like, okay. And I gave him a second chance, to be fair. I gave him a second chance to say, okay, but absolutely no more from now on. And like 6 weeks later, I got some DM from some guy. Like, hey, bro, one of your traders in Chroma Trading was running copy trading and he liquidated the account. He lost everything. I lost my last $6,000 and I can't pay rent this month. He was sending me pictures of his kids and, I can't buy food for my kid. Look, whether or not it was true, it doesn't matter. I'm still getting that DM. And then I had to go investigate, and yes, turns out the guy was running copy trading, did get liquidated again. This is the second time. So at that point, I had to let him go. So I let him go from the team, and that was kind of the end of it. Look, at that point, it's less about whether or not you're doing copy trading. It's more about just disobeying rules twice in a row. But a couple of months go by. I think he actually ran a few successful copy trade accounts. He ran up some accounts pretty big, developed a bit of a following. Good for him. I mean, as I said, I think the guy's a good trader. But I saw someone message me recently, said, yeah, he ran another copy trading account and he got liquidated again. And this time, because he had built up a bit of a bigger following, I think he lost $800,000 of follower money. I had to double check that. I said, what? Yeah, $800,000. He had a lot of people following him. So, no one wants that. The guy running the account doesn't want that. The guys copying don't want that. The only winner there is the exchange. Your reputation takes a hit. Your account takes a hit. It's one of the reasons that I'm very explicit and very clear. You can't run copy trading accounts. He's gonna run it again, lose 20 million? Yeah, maybe. Copy trading was invented to take the money off holders. Well, copy trading, the winner at the end of the day is the exchanges. They make fees. They're not risking anything. Right? You're the one. If you're running it, you're risking not only are you risking your account balance, but you're risking your reputation. And that's fucking priceless. You only get one reputation in this space. But the winner, for sure, the winners there are the exchanges, because they make money on fees. What's up, Haj? Good to see you. Is this the pinnacle of DeFi? Yes, it's the future of France, I believe. I believe it's the future of France. BTC, man, it's just ugly. It's just ugly. What's the crypto capital gains tax in my country? Is that something I should know? Just stop us out. Just take us out. Fees is the minor part of their earning? Well, what's the major part then? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying here. Just take me out. Good old FF, huh? Breaking hearts yet again.
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
Where are you from, Pomegranate? What's up, JP? Good to see you, brah. How you doing? Did BTC run the low? I don't actually know. No. The low is like 74.2, call it. We got to about 74.7. But I think that it's probably an inevitability this week. I don't know. I just can't see this as anything else other than fucking lower prices over the summer. It wouldn't surprise me to see a bigger drop. Now, I was kind of saying that I thought that it would happen in May, but we're almost finished May now and no big drop. So let's say if my plan continues to play out. Let's say big drop in June, July, August, chop, time-based capitulation. September, October, we see some kind of final drop, and then it's the up starts in Q4. How about that? The mid-channel goated. Man, I swear to God, it's ridiculous how tight this channel has been. Can this trade just stop me out, man? It's like, come on. I'm good, JP. You're long BTC, long ETH. Am I cooked? Well, it depends on what your entry is. If you're switching up streams, I'll have to start a new streak. Yes, Wojak. Appreciate the 30 stream streak, though. Legend. You get one of those. These are kind of like induced lows now. Also, next week we have launching is our 2 new modules for the trading syllabus. We have module 4, which is liquidity, and module 8, which is auction market theory. And I know you might be thinking, well, why did you release 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8? The reason is because I wanted to get 8 out because it covers auction market theory. It's the first time in the syllabus that we kind of stray from the price action path. So for that reason, I wanted to do it early to see how it looks and feels, to kind of have a reference point. And I'm really glad I did, actually, because it kind of contextualizes a lot of stuff that we're covering in the price action modules, you know? Did I get a new haircut? I did not get a new haircut. My hair is just quite long at the moment, and I'm kind of brushing it back. Wallace in a wife beater's peak, yeah. With the mustache, all I need is a fucking tinny of VB, right? Tinny of VB. Get my fucking my filthy Ronnie. Oh, me fucking wifey. What coin am I trading? This is FF. And Winnie Blue Siggy. That's a new one to me. I'll keep that in mind. Cheeky dart.
Even though I don't believe in all this, sometimes things are true whether you believe in them or not.
What's up, Bullet Felix? Chroma is undefeated in hairlines. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, are we? Purdue, I think, is also doing pretty well. Purdue is the same age as me. Osbra, I think, is a couple of years younger than both of us. He's also doing very well. For 3 men in our 30s, 3 traders. What's this? It's Falcon Finance. I'm about to be stopped out. The stop is coming. BTC is refusing to die here, which is probably one of the reasons that this thing isn't going for my stop. How much do I need to start trading? You don't need anything, man. What you need is a lot of application and a lot of discipline. If you can do that, then you can start trading with $10. Just take me out. Kind of a mild reaction to that news. Haas looking kind of beefy. I'm getting compliments, bro. You know the bulk is going well when the boys are complimenting you. The hoes won't be complimenting you when you're getting big and bulky. The bros, yes. The hoes, not so much. People be telling me I need at least $20,000. You need $20,000 or more if you want to go full time, but it all depends on your bills. I went full time with probably less than that.
Even when I tried to destroy it, because even though I don't believe in all this,
where's the volatility? Where's the volume? Big news on this coin and nothing. Absolutely fucking dying here. I got you, Salty. Appreciate the follow. Absolutely dying here. Interesting spike in volume here. I wonder who got the news first. That's so funny, man. How many times do we see this? Big fucking product update or bullish news catalyst, right? And just before it releases, you get this huge, like the biggest M1 volume candle in this entire fucking range as guys position. The Trump family candle, yeah, basically. That's what we should start calling that. Organic PA, yeah. This is one of those things you realize the longer you spend in the gym. Is that you getting big just makes you more appealing to the same sex. That goes for guys and gals. Boys, I think we're gonna call it there. We're still alive somehow in this trade. Stops break even. Basically, stops are just under this low. So if we put in a new low here, then we're cooked. Stops are at 1027, I think, or 1028. So look, stops are break even. If the trade runs, the trade runs. More likely than not, the trade will stop us out, and that's totally fine. But I got stuff to do, boys, and I can't sit around waiting for this trade to move. So we're gonna call it there and jump back to this stream. So yeah, for anyone who wasn't around like 30 minutes ago when I explained it, I'm not streaming on Friday, and next week the streaming schedule is a bit all over the place because we're gonna have a new stream sponsor and probably a new venue for my streams. I don't really know what it's gonna look like. We're gonna figure all that out over the coming weeks, but the bottom line is that we won't be streaming the normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday slots. It's going to look a little bit different. It's going to feel a little bit different, but it's going to be the same stream. I just don't know what times those are going to be at. So for that reason, no streams are scheduled for next week. The next stream that I have, by the way, is Sunday night. So it's the first hour, or I think it's either the last hour of the week or the first hour of the new week. I'll be co-streaming with Trader Main for Kraken Pro and Ninja Trader. That's the next stream I have, and then after that, I'm not sure. So that's the next stream if you guys want to tune into that. Marquise, is it midnight UTC? I think it might be midnight UTC, which is 1 a.m. my time on Sunday night. But maybe you can confirm that. Let me just double check here. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. It starts at midnight my time. So 11 p.m. UTC. Yeah, so it starts at 11 p.m. No. So it starts at midnight our time. So 11 p.m. UTC. Yeah, that's what I thought. So 11 p.m. UTC. Anyway, I'll make a post about it on Twitter. But yeah, myself and Maine will be streaming together at 11 p.m. UTC. I believe it is the last hour of the week. The last hour before the weekly close. So we will see you then. That's the next stream. And then after that, as I said, I don't really know. I will still be streaming. Don't worry about that. I'll be streaming probably more than ever before. But I don't know what the format of the streams is going to be. And I don't know what the schedule for the streams is going to be like. So it'll all make sense next week. Next week will probably be a process of discovery. But we'll figure it all out. In any case, boys, we're going to call it there. Thank you very much for joining. On what is likely to be one of the last regular streams we do for a while. So let's see what the streaming looks like in June. But yeah, we had a very nice few months, very nice run in 2026. Despite the downside market conditions, we had some good stuff going on. And the trade is still alive, by the way. Thanks, M Big. Thanks, Micro Sailor. Follow us the main. You're full of puns today, man. The two goats. Yeah, appreciate that, JP. Congrats on the partnership. Looking forward to it. Yeah, full details coming next week. Thanks, Wojak. Thanks, Film Ninja. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Yax. Thanks, Micro Sailor. Thanks, M Big. Thanks, Sis. Thanks, Marquise. Yeah, all right, boys. We will call it there. Catch you next week. If you want to see me on my next stream, for sure will be Sunday night at 11 p.m. UTC with Trader Main. But otherwise next week, and I don't know what the schedule is going to be. Probably streaming every day or some variant of that, but we shall see. All right, boys. Until that time, catch you later. Enjoy your weekends. Try not to get liquidated, and I will see you Sunday night at 11 p.m. UTC for my co-stream with Main. Until then, stay safe and peace out, Girl Scouts. Love you. Bye-bye.